You know, a lot of times people think about when they're about to start a YouTube channel, they're thinking, you know, what should my focus be? What should I concentrate my channel on? Of course, we all have, you know, YouTubers that we admire. We like the taste of them. We like the way they film, the way they talk, the way they act on camera. You know, you got the Peters and the Matties of this world and the Caseys. Well, I guess even Casey is jealous of Peter and Maddie. But I mean, Peter McKinnon, I mean, that guy, right? I mean, he's a filmmaker. I mean, it's normal that he's got this kind of talent and expertise and passion. And he had all these things before he started his YouTube channel. So for him, telling a story through film with video is almost like a second nature. And this is not so for us, you know. We have to work much harder. We have to, you know, understand what our personality is, you know, able to do on camera. Like, I know myself, right? I mean, for the last 10 years, since I'm 40 years old to now to 50 years old, for the last 10 years, after my huge car accident, I spent most of my time in bed. So I can't suddenly become like a Peter McKinnon and just start, you know, filming incredible cinematographic, you know, movies, whether it's for YouTube or documentaries or stuff like that. There's no way. Even if I have his cameras and his tools, still I can't. Even if he teaches me for 1 year how to film, I still would not sound like him, would not act like him, because I'm not him, right? I am Tugi. I am this guy, you know, who's in a tiny village in the countryside of Turkey, who, you know, basically wants to leave some lessons behind, some things that he learns, you know, really some knowledge that I want to share with the world. Whoever will see this, and whenever whoever will see this, you know, maybe in 10 years, who knows, maybe never. Well, probably never, because YouTube is not going to show it to anyone for the moment. Why would it, right? YouTube is asking itself, you know, why would I show this? I mean, it doesn't have any interesting titles that people search for, so I can't pull keywords from titles. It doesn't have interesting keywords within the description that people search for. It does not answer a question that people ask. For example, how to deal with depression, right? If I was talking about dealing with depression, if my title was how to deal with depression, maybe not so broad, but more specific, like let's say how to deal with depression after your 50s, right? And then in the description, I started to deal with depression after your 50s, you have to do such and such and such, or better yet for YouTube, five efficient ways to deal with depression after 50, right? Those 5 and 50. You know, with a good thumbnail, with an interesting picture, with bright colors that would stand out within... First, you have to search that topic to see what kind of thumbnails come up, because your thumbnail hopefully will be placed among those if you did your wording good and if it's not a very crowded question. But then, you know, if you have the good thumbnail and you have the proper title that people look for, then they will click on it, right? And then the first 30 seconds will make it or break it, you know, will either make your video and it will continue to be watched, or people will just close it. They won't even close it. While they're watching yours, they will keep it in a small screen until they understand what kind of content there is, if it's entertaining, if they can understand it, if it's simple, to the point, if it responds to their question right away. If they do feel that, they will keep on watching it. If not, because they didn't even maximize the screen yet, they will have a bunch of other recommendations on the side, on the right side, that YouTube will offer them. Within the first, 5-10 seconds, they will click to something else. This is what I do with the content that I watch on YouTube. So this is what everybody does. Nobody will watch something that is boring. Nobody will watch something that they don't like, that this is not, they would say, this is not what I signed up to watch. This is not what interested me in the title or the thumbnail. So I think what matters the most is title and thumbnail, the combination. If I have to choose between those two, I would still choose the thumbnail, because a picture speaks louder than words, But then when they like the picture, they most likely, this is what I do, I most likely look at the title as well. But then when I click on it, the content is key, right? The video content is what really matters to me. As long as it's in decent audio, as long as it's in decent video quality, I will watch it. Of course, if it's a very high production video, like if it's, telling me about the subject in nature with some, drone footage and voiceovers with beautiful color corrections and beautiful photography and videography and, wonderful, gimbal filming where it just moves like so slowly and beautifully, I will take much more pleasure out of listening to that content. But I will still listen to it, even if it's just someone like me in his bed just talking about something, as long as he's interesting to me, So the more I read about, how to make it on YouTube, the more I see that it takes many years, at least 3 years, until anything starts to happen, like 100, 200 subscribers. And then after 3 years, 2 more years, so 5 years, until you really know your craft. You really learn how to take pictures in movies, and how to write copy, and how to speak to the camera, how to film yourself. All these things take huge amounts of time. Right now, I'm just filming this with my cell phone in bed, because that's what I do most of the day, for the last 10 years. So I can't suddenly change and start just filming outside or whatever, and I can't keep that up. I can only do it maybe once in a blue moon when I go out or something. But these days, this is my life, so you have to be who you are, and you have to be authentic, and, you got to give it time. You can't expect anything for many years, for 3 years, for 5 years. And then after 5 years, I guess you will have a few followers, a few comments, a few ideas from them about what to film on next. In my case, maybe I would hope that they cheer me up. They say, Tugi, you can break this chain of 10 years, this vicious circle, and you can make something out of yourself. Start again, don't lose hope. And, and then maybe they will, see with me as the years go, I slowly make changes, I slowly get alive. And then we go through this journey together, and people who are like me in all over the world. This is why I'm doing this in English. because it's sort of like a common language, right? I mean, even if it's not your first language, you can understand some of the things I'm saying. I know my English is not that great, so I'm sorry about that. But, you know, if I did it in Turkish or in French, a lot less people would see this video and the message would go through a lot less people. Maybe in the future I will add, you know, a Turkish language and a French language. I don't know. I may do that. Time will show. But for now, I just want to get some things off my chest. And, you know, and I just want to really create a group of people who are like-minded, who are like me, who are thinking about getting out of their vicious circle in life, stop being couch potatoes or, you know, bed potatoes like me, and just do something in life, you know, be more active, get back to life, stop watching life from the window, but just be more active within life. So we'll see how that goes, how that journey goes. But really my hope is I'm now almost 50, so in 10 years, until I learn this stuff, when I'm 60, you know, I want to leave a few videos behind me that will maybe help some people. This will be my way of giving back to society, whatever I can give. You know, I'm not sure what I can give. You know, I'm not sure I have anything to give to anyone. But time will show that too. Really, I don't know. I mean, we'll see, right? So it's been 12 minutes. I don't want to do a very long YouTube thing because nobody will watch long things anyway. But, so that's that. So this is me saying goodbye for the moment. I am hoping that everything will work out good in these difficult day and age with the pandemic and everything. And hopefully life will be good to all of us. Take care, guys. Bye.